Hi guys, excuse me, welcome back to my channel. And first of all, let me say, I hope everybody had an awesome Christmas and a wonderful New Year's celebration, because I certainly did. Anyway, next model time. Now, if you remember from my rant, if you watch my rant, I did say that my next model was going to be the Mobius Mark 1 Viper. Unfortunately, my paper hasn't come through yet. But the reason I bought this model is the new model I'm just about to do is my dad bought me a £25 Amazon gift voucher from Amazon, and I redeemed it, and I saw this model and I thought for £16.9 I'm having some of that. So here we go. As you can see, it is the Revell Colonial Viper Mark 7. Again, it was £16.9, so I wasn't going to turn it down. The box is pretty much standard, just like the Galactica box, because you know I've done the Galactica. I've also done the Mark II Viper, but it was in Mobius, not Revell. So that's the box. As you can see, I've laid all the sprues out on the bed now. It's like a creamy grey, the best way I can describe it. So let's start here first. You got the thruster stroke engine mounts there. You got the cockpit tub. Then you got the support for the back wing. I think that goes on there as well. Got a couple of bit of cockpit detailing, cockpit back plate to go with that seat. Landing gear. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. A bit more landing gear. Guns as well, you can see, not too bad at all. Then you got the top wings, also another bit of top wing assembly, which that will probably sit on top of that. Now, one thing I like about this is the pilot. I don't know about the Mobius Mark 7, but this pilot, you got it's got various options. You got the main body there, but as you can see, there's a chunk missing for the chest piece. Because on this one, let me just turn that over. You've got a female chest piece and a male chest piece, so you can do a variant. You've also got the arms that I've got to glue in as well, and then you've got, last but not least, the head piece. Comes with a little neck shaft, as it were, so you can swivel. You can, like, you know, put the head to it's the pilot's side. He could be looking left, could be looking right. So that's one good option you've got there. And then you've got the top half of the main body. Now, unlike the Mark II Viper and the recent models that I've done, the helicopters, it's not a left and right halved model. So you have to put it together left and right. It's actually a top and a bottom, so I'm actually quite chuffed with that. And then you got your bottom piece as well. Now, the one thing I like about these two top half pieces, I don't know if you can make it out, but there's a lot of highly depth bloody panel markings, and I'm liking this. Very nice indeed. So I might try and bring them out. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I might try and bring all that panelling out. You can see there. Actually, that's a nice little wing effect, you could say, like on my Warbird. So I don't know how I'm going to bring them out yet, but I'm going to bring them out. Last but not least, on the sprue, you got the stand base, you got the stand neck, and then you've got the canopy for the pilot tub, the cockpit. Now, let's see if I can get rid of that glare. Here's the decal sheet, and as you can see, it looks like you've got markings for Pegasus Viper and a Galactica Viper. So you've got the four Galactica logos there. You got the 4 Pegasus logos and the registrations. Pegasus mark nameplate, Galactica nameplate. Now, on the Revell, I don't know what the Mobius decal sheet looked like, but on this it looks like they've put a lot more cockpit markings in. Because when I did the Mark II Viper from Mobius, there wasn't really that many decals, but on this one, looks like they've gone all out. Also, for the Pegasus version, you've got the kill markings. Because those of you who've watched the series, I think it was the episode called Pegasus, where Pegasus first came in. You had Cara Thrace arguing with the Pegasus CAG, saying, well, why don't you know, we don't keep track of our kills, so the Pegasus do, so that's that. Right, another good thing about this decal sheet, Revell have done what Mobius didn't. They've put a Battlestar Galactica lettering and Viper Mark 7 lettering, which goes on the stand. They've also put a Battlestar Galactica logo and a Battlestar Pegasus logo, which will go on the stand. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet, but it looks like a really good decal sheet. And finally, you got the instructions, fairly straightforward as you can see, not too bad. Now the one thing that's griping me about the colours, Revell, as they always do, they tell you to mix two colours to make one, but on this one, for the main body itself, for that grey, I'm telling you to mix four colours. You got light grey, 35%, 371 in the Revell Africa colour. You got the normal grey, 35%, 374. 20% blue, which is 56, and 10% aluminium metallic, 99. Four colours? I don't think so. I'm not going to mix four colours to make that grey. I've got a light bluey grey in my paint, so that's what I'm going to do. So there we go, guys. I'm looking forward to building this model, so stay with me. Right, hiya guys. Just a quick update just to round off this first video. And as you can see, I've got a desk now. I bought my sons the computer each for Christmas. They built it themselves. I bought all the parts, and this was my son's old laptop table. And I've bought a cutting mat for £3.10, A3 cutting mat. Anyway, as you can see there, construction has started on the Viper. Unlike my other Viper and my other models, I didn't start from the cockpit. I actually started on the engine, the rear engine cover. Now, this isn't glued in, by the way. I've just it's all test fitted. As you can see, it's all still wobbly. So you got that piece there, you got that piece and the tail wing, because that and the other side is two pieces that you glue together. As you can see, I've primered them in the green that I did my warbird with, because I've run out of black primer. And to be honest, I was quite glad I managed to do this, because the nozzles on my spray tins have clogged up. I've tried to bloody clean them out with some terps, but you know, luckily I just about managed to get enough primer down on these before the bloody nozzles clogged up. As you can see, I've done pretty much the inside as well, because I test fitted that into there, and I realised I still had to do those outer parts there and around the edges, so I had just enough primer to come out of the nozzles before it blocked up. I've also primed the inside of there, because the cockpit tub's going to go in there, so I've got to paint that so it won't show through. And I've also primed the underneath there as well. One little thing I wanted to show you, there you'll have a 2004 universal lettering there. You'll need to scrape that off before you primer. So that's just one thing I wanted to point out. Let me just put them over there, along with the engine covers. Right, now as you can see, I've done the pilot completely done it. So I blasted it with the green primer, and then what I did, it said to mix olive. It was just an olive, normal olive colour. So what I've done, you probably can't make it out on this, but what I've done is I've mixed the olive with a bit of gold to give it a nice shine. Because to be honest, I've been watching the Battlestar episodes, as I said, because I've got the Blu-ray box set, and it looks like a shiny olive, so that's why I've mixed in the gold. Just a tad, just a touch of gold in with the olive to give it a nice shine. Now, you can see there, it's like a browny metallic colour. If you watch the Battlestar series, each Viper pilot has like a harness. It goes over the shoulders, down the chest, and touches the belt. So what I've done is I've got a bit of brass metallic to simulate the brown, and gone over to give the shoulders and the chest. To give it to bring it out. I've also, you can just make out there, put some anthracite in the middle, because like I said, it's got the brown, and then there's like a padding on top of that which is black. Well, it's like a blacky grey anthracite. You've used anthracite. You can just make out that decal there. That's the legging. That's the interface. I think it's the pressure interface. That's a decal, very very tiny decal. So I've put that on as well, sealed that. I've also done the gun belt in the black. You can see that there, it's silver for the leg clips. Let's turn it round. You can make out the control stick as well. Basically, I didn't do the gold with the olive mixed in for the gloves. I just did the olive, and I've painted the control stick black, and then I just had to touch it around the edges where I've gone overboard with the black. The Viper insignias on there as well. You can't make it out because of the glare, because there ain't much sunlight coming through the window, unfortunately. So that's that. You can also just make out I've done the silver around the cuffs as well for the cuff braces. Let's try and get this bloody glare off. I've also gone around the neck in the silver for the neck brace. Let's turn that around now. I don't know if you can make that out. I've also done a bit of gold. It's gone on more like a wash for the back panel for his back. And then last but not least, I've done the helmet in the gold. And then you can just make out the just make out that as well. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to put a photo up in a minute, because on my Mark II Viper I just painted the whole pilot in gold. So on the left hand side, the left photo is going to be the Mark II Viper pilot, which is Cara Thrace, and then on the right side of the photo you will see the difference of the intricate detailing that I've gone to for the I'm actually going to say I've done this pilot for Leah Dharma. I've done the male chest piece, so I'm going to have a Leah Dharma in the Mark VII Viper. So like I said, right for the Mark II Viper, sorry, the left photo for the Mark II Viper, and the right photo for the Mark VII. Stay with me, guys.